Hello, welcome to this tutorial on Trello. Trello is a task management app that kind of allows you to have a quick overview of a lot of different projects and all the different tasks attached to that project. This can be used for staff, as a teacher, as an educator. I've got a board here that I've been working on and just creating, but it can also be used for students for project-based learning or for self-directed and self-guided lessons. So it's really easy. You can set it up. It's free. I've set up a couple of different boards here, just trying out some different things. So I'm going to click on this Teaching for Transformation. It's a board that I've just created. This board allows me to essentially create lists. Every good teacher is a list maker, right? So it allows me to create lists for the program schedules, for the program that I'm developing. And each of these cards here can be a task list within that a task card within that list. So here's my year 0, for example. I've got a description. I can create different checklists using this menu here on the side. In this particular card, I've got 2 different sets of checklists set. I've got one for administrators with a number of subtasks, easy to add an item. And then I can also add a date for this card. So all the tasks on this card are due on this date. I can select that date, I can remove it, I can attach it to a calendar connection as well so that it shows up for my calendar. Lots of different ways to use this. And within each of these cards, I can do all kinds of different things. Here I've set up a module, and let's say I want to attach some different documents. I can click on the side menu here. It's really simple and really user-friendly. It is compatible with Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, all those good things. And also it can paste a link from any website. So let's say I want to add something from here. I want to add this coaching agenda. So I'm going to open that up and it attaches it there. I can add comments and I can say useful tool for whatever. And save. And now all that information is attached to the document. Super helpful tool. Again, like I said, you can add checklists within this, descriptions. If you're like me, when you do a planning for a unit, I kind of gather all of my resources, and then once I have all my resources, then I kind of set to plan. And so this is a great way to be able to lump all of your resources according to the different modules or the different topics that you want to cover within a lesson. So a common way that Trello boards are used is that you have these task cards, right? And then I can create another list that says done, particularly if I'm working with students, and this is a project-based learning thing, and they're self-guided, self-directed lesson, and they're working through the cards, and as they complete each card, they can then just drag it right over to the done list, and then it shows up as done. Now I know that the task is done, and as a teacher, as an educator, I can come take a look at where the student's doing, what they've accomplished in their time that they've been working on it, and easily see where they're going. Up here in the menu, I can look at all the different boards that I have. Here's my recent boards, personal boards, and then I can also share these boards with collaborators. Let's say I'm working on a team. I'm in the 2nd grade team and I'm working with a group of teachers. I'm working with a group of teachers and we're all working on our unit plan together. I can add their information here via email, or I can add their, once they're a Trello member, then they'll show up in my list as a part of a team, and I can add them in and they can follow all of the progress on our collaborative project as well. If I go back here to the boards, I'm going to quickly show you this one that I just created to kind of show a different model for students. Let's say this is my teacher plan for a unit on animal habitats. And I'm planning out the units. I'm trying to make sure that I've got all the subject areas covered. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this science card. So it's science animal habitats. I've got my learning targets. I've got some videos and some songs, some links attached here. And I also want to label this so that at quick glance I can see which subject levels, which subject areas each card is addressing to make sure I'm covering all my bases. So I come over here to labels and I can select a different color. Here I've got math is showing up as red and orange is science, technology, integration. I'm going to make yellow language arts. Oops, and I'm going to create a new label. Yellow I want to be language arts. And I'm going to hit create. And now it's showing up in my list and it's also showing up on my card. Now, if I've changed the lesson and now it doesn't have a language arts focus, I can just click on it here and it unselects it and now I'm free to go. So, helpful tool, really helpful for organizing. Students can just, once let's say they've completed this task card, they quickly just move it over to the done, and then I can, as an educator, quickly look in and see their account and see what all is going on, and know that the student has made progress in the science, and I can check in. I can also add any comments if they need to go back and complete something, or something's missing, or they've finished the first draft, that kind of thing. You can also add in pictures. It's just overall a really helpful tool. So that is a quick rundown on how Trello works and how it can be useful in the classroom, but also personally and professionally for educators. I hope that you find it useful as I did.